Hello. Hello. I know it's a bit dark here tonight. My light bulb gave out. So, well, I don't know. Maybe my lamp is just unplugged. To be honest, I didn't check. It just doesn't turn on right now. It's either unplugged or needs a new light bulb. Welcome in. I'm a psychic and a medium, my friends. So if you want to hear from people in heaven, or if you want guidance from the tarot cards, I'm doing free readings for you this evening for about an hour. I will stay for about an hour. Feel free to share this with your friends, or if somebody comes to your mind who you think could benefit from this space, go ahead and share it with people. Welcome into the Megawatt Collective. I invite seekers of light, bearers of light, and speakers of truth into this space. Tarot card reading is a sacred practice for me. I channel in the voice of God, the divine, source energy, cosmos, universe, or I speak to people who are in heaven. Welcome in. You can start asking questions, guys. Just ask your questions. I'll answer you. Free readings, free tarot. Drop your questions in the comments. Will Sarah go to an Irish med school? Can I get a yes or no on that, please? Will Sarah go to Irish med school, please? Yes or no for Sarah? So, by the way, predictions are 50-50. And my yes or no questions don't really give me black and white answers. My cards are more about guidance, insight, telling you things you don't know, revealing information, giving you suggestions on how to move forward, those kinds of things. Now, I'm okay with yes and no questions, but it doesn't usually give me like a straight up yes or no answer. I'm getting a King of Swords and an Ace of Swords with you. So regarding med school, there is a masculine figure who would have to give the final say. Gia, that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. So it depends on a King of Swords for you, Sarah, but if I had to say yes or no, I would say yes. I would say yes. I think it's a pretty strong likelihood that you will go to Irish med school. When isn't overly clear. Like, is it going to be at your first application? Don't know. Sarah, it would be probably somebody in the admissions department or some professor or some person who helps you write your application or something like that. It would be the person who is in charge of letting you in or not, I imagine. Or is it finances? Like, what is the actual, what does it hinge on for you? if you want to be more specific, you can be like, will I get the loan I need? Will I get the application acceptance or whatever? So more information here, better. Gia, will Ariston hurt Maya when he gets out of jail? Okay. There is an Ariston who's in jail, please. And there is a Maya who is a character of concern. Gia is wondering, will Maya get hurt by this person? They say there's always a possibility. See again, like free will, life choices. She would have to break contact with him and break up with him. And like, it shows Maya being the one who needs to protect her own safety, right? So the potential for her to be hurt is there, but as long as she doesn't engage with him, I don't think he will. It's not like, I don't see him getting out and like going on a rampage and randomly causing her harm. But if she gets back into a relationship with him or something like that, and then hurt her, can be emotional. I don't see him coming and like causing, you know, an attack or anything like that. Okay. Yeah, it would be up to her to keep her distance from him. Thanks for your questions, everybody. Will Joanne come back to Michael? Will Michael and Joanne reunite, please? Romantically? It says yes. Will it be soon or will it be a long time away, please? Soon or a long time away. Michael, do you want to tell me any more information about your situation with Joanne? Because to me, it looks like your separation is it even a full separation or something? What is your relationship with Joanne? I see. Okay. Did she move out of the house? Will they live long term? Will they repair their relationship? Michael and Joanne, will they repair their relationship? There is some point at which you will have to reunite. But I would have to know what the current situation fully looks like. Because if she still lives there, then you are already united. Do you know what I mean? So did Joanne fully move out? Will they reunite? I think you and Joanne, if this is an issue with your daughter, I think you and Joanne are going to repair things between the two of you, but it just might have to look differently, right? Let me say I'm getting good energy for you and Joanne, okay? As individuals though, don't try to bring anybody else into it, but just you and Joanne together as individuals. Nobody else should be really part of your relationship, especially if your children are adults, and they shouldn't really factor in at all. Tania, should I be patient with Jay? Tania and Jay? You're welcome, Michael. Tania and Jay, should she be patient with Jay? No problem, Michael. Yes. Well, thank you, Matt. Tania? Am I saying your name right? Okay. Micah, hang tight. Hang tight, okay? For Tania and Jay, what is your situation? Did they cheat on you, and are you asking me, should you stick it out even though you know they cheated on you? Am I Irish? That's a good question. So I'm from Newfoundland. And if you look up Newfoundland, it's like a chunk of Ireland that drifted off. So my heritage is Irish, yes. Where was I? Micah Music. What was your question again? Are you on the right path, Micah? Is Micah on the right path, please? Yes, but only if... Micah, you're on the right path for yourself, but it looks like a bumpy path. Do you want to reveal anything about your past commitment relationships? Because I see you hurting women all the time, or many women. Matt, that is correct. Most of our settlers were English, French, and Irish. Although that's not true, because we had first we had Beothuk. Beothuk are the native people of Newfoundland. They are said to be extinct. There is indigenous wisdom that says they're not fully extinct, but the Beothuk were here first. Then came Vikings on the northern part of Newfoundland came Vikings. Then came British, English, French, and Irish. But the Irish kind of dominated a lot of the, especially coastal regions. Yeah, Micah. No, like break up. Hi, Jamie. Just like breaking up, or it looks like you cheat regularly. Would you say that's true? Or you have a wandering eye? Thanks, Matt. Now, like, yeah, as a general statement, Newfoundlanders are Irish. Like, there's probably like 99% Irish heritage here. Okay, Micah. So anyway, it says you're on the right track, but you do have like a wandering eye when it comes to your relationships. That's what it says. Tina, will Tina's ex come back? Will Tina's ex come back? You're welcome, Micah. Tina, will your ex come back? Yeah, that's true. We have Screech instead. Tina, it's not something I can predict. It's something that you and he have to kind of decide. It's like, if you guys come in here in a complete no contact situation, or you've escaped, you've escaped a bad person, or they've escaped you, and you ask what, a prediction on if you're going to get together or not, basically the cards say it's up to you. There's no prediction. It depends on what steps you would take. Maybe you can ask me, what is a good movement forward in your love life? Or you can tell me the person's name and ask, should I contact them, or something like that. Grace, will Pinot pursue Grace soon, please? Yes. It's a strong yes on that. Grace. Marguerite. Will Marguerite find romantic love in 2026? Yeah, Marguerite. How old are you? Like, age range. You look like there's a lot of romance around you. Is it for her, though? Is it for her? Do you have a husband in heaven, Marguerite? You don't have a husband in heaven? It's like there's romance in the air around you, is what it's showing me. Full-time mom. Full-time mom. You just want me to see what comes out for you, full-time mom? You're welcome, Marguerite. Full-time mom. Can I get a message for full-time mom, please? Oh, Matt. I'll get a reading about that in a second. Full-time mom. Full-time mom, are you divorced? You want about your work? Okay, tell me about her work. So what I see for you professionally and personally is a very strong sense of independence, a very strong sense of doing it on your own, standing on your own 2 feet, those types of things. And this might occur over like 5 years. But do you want to tell me what your career is? What your career is, and I can get a better, more precise information for you. Dietary aid is your profession. What does that entail? Full-time mom, you should focus on your finances and start like saving a nest egg for yourself. You should start saving and investing. Okay. You take your money and you put it aside and you get yourself to a place where if you needed to be independent, you could. So that might, I'm getting 5 years. For the next 5 years, you need to stay in the job that you're in, take whatever stability and security is available to you, and establish yourself in a way that you would be independent if you needed to be. It is a good time for investing, yes. You have the ability to gain independence, is what it looks like for you, okay? Tinfoil's son, please. Matt's son. Can I see a story about Matt's son and his new fiance? I laugh at this, Matt. They feel like silly little... It feels like he gave her a dandelion ring in kindergarten. You're welcome, my sweet. Now, honestly, I wouldn't worry about your son if I were you, Matt. It showed me with the two of them, it showed me a Four of Wands, which if this does come true, I think they're going to be fine and stable. Where'd he get all the money? What's he at? Will they break up in the future? I think it's a strong possibility that they would break up down the road. But I mean, let it be for the time being. Like, everybody has their lessons to learn. So in your opinion, he wasted his inheritance on a diamond for a girl who is not going to last. That's your opinion. And it's possible that I'm reading your mind rather than a non-biased reading on this. So let me try a different deck and make sure. Will this young relationship last? Will there be any dramatic upheaval that Matt needs to be aware of? I think it's a situation, Matt, where he just needs to find his own way. In the current time, I wouldn't be concerned. He looks like a responsible young man. But it does feel like puppy love. It definitely feels like puppy love. And I think they will do well for the foreseeable future. And I do think that at some time in the future, things could change. But that's life, right? You have to let your children live their own lives. If you could provide your son with any guidance... that's why it feels like he gave her a daisy ring or whatever, because they're just children. If you could provide him with any guidance, see, what I see is that your mindset is that, do you have this little flicker of opinion where she is, like, she's no good for him? She's kind of stealing his life away or stealing his potential for money or something like this. You know, those little things are just a flicker, and it might not be something that you truly feel, but it's just, you know, like this thing that crosses your mind. It's more so that he would be the one to hurt her. And so what he would need is like a lot of fatherly guidance on how to be a stand-up husband. Like, he needs husband training. Women or young girls are more intuitively able in general. I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying, like, in general. They are little wives when they're little. Like, 5-year-old girls have wifely qualities. 5-year-old boys do not. So when they're 25, it's the exact same. Boys need to really be trained on how to be husbands and how to be in partnership. Girls are more, she's already a partner to him. I do see them having a long and happy marriage. And then I see a 5 of Pentacles at some point. But it would be his fault. Heads up. Newfoundland, Morgan. You're welcome. Best of luck to him though. Like, they, at this time, they're in positive energy right now. It's going to be good for a while. That's sweet. I'm glad. They found good matches. So what else can you hope for, right? At least for the time being. Morgan from New Zealand. Hi there. Morgan is waiting for communication. Will they get the communication they want, please? Will Morgan get the communication they want? It says the end and no thanks. Does that make sense to you? And I have employment. So what is the communication? Do you want to tell me? Tessa, will Tyson come over soon? For Tessa, please. No. Do you guys live in a snowy climate? Because I don't see, it looks like it's too hard. It's too hard for him to come over. Shay, how soon will I find a job that I like better than the job that I'm working for now? Shay wants to change jobs. Shay wants to change jobs. Will this occur soon for her? Like how soon? I don't know, but it says that you do have the potential to get a better job. It looks like, is there a man at your current workplace who you kind of want to get away from? Does someone like lust over you at work? Samantha, will tonight's visit go well for Samantha? Will tonight's visit go well for Samantha? Yes, Samantha. It will go well. So Shay, what it said was you have the ability to get a better job. That's an awkward prediction. Is Hannah gonna get a lot of E-codes? Like, will Hannah's link be successful? Hannah, whether or not you get a large number of codes in January, don't let it discourage you. The message is that you should just keep going, and it looks like probably working on social media. And don't get too stressed. Don't think about the numbers. Don't focus on comparison or have a certain number or a certain goal in mind and that kind of thing. Just put yourself out there and do the best that you can and be rewarded as God wants to reward you, you know? It's not about, this endeavor that you're doing shouldn't be about the number of likes or something like that. It should just be about the experience more so, okay? Will I have success soon, please? I think it would encourage you to focus on being the best version of yourself and focus on your healing and focus on being a good person rather than success. Julian, will I be moving to a new place? Julianne, with my boyfriend this summer? Julianne, will Julianne move to a new place with her boyfriend this summer? Is there a move here for these two sweet peas? You guys are sweet peas. You are a cute little couple. Will they be moving though? I love you guys. Do you guys have pets? You're so sweet and cute and lovey. I don't see moving. That doesn't mean it won't happen, but do you guys have roommates right now? This is for Julianne. Do you guys? Aww. I can talk to your pets for a second if you want. Do you have roommates? This is for Julianne. Boss, buttons popping. Oh, I see. So these are your dogs. Or tell me who your pets are, because they're in your cards and I can get a message from them if you want. If you believe in that, I can talk to your pets. So tell me their genders and species. Both? Two of them did both pass? Close together or something? Aw. So are they doggies? If you told me who they are, I didn't see it there. But I'll just ask for pet. Is it two? Pet one, pet two? Can I get a message from pet one, please? Pet one says, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Juno. Juno's like, gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme that. One of them says, gimme, 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 gimme that. I wouldn't be able to ask them what their name is, I don't think. I'm just calling it pet one, and I think because you said Juno's name first, it should fit there. But you can decide. Hi, Juno. And Juno says they like leaving. Juno likes leaving. Give me that. Give me that. I'm leaving now. Juno liked, or whoever I'm talking to, one of them liked it when there was resistance put on them. They liked to fight, almost like play fight. But it's not coming as aggressive fighting. It's coming as they liked resistance. Like they liked a rope to be pulled, or they liked their leash to be pulled tight. Like they liked the feeling of resistance. And Zelda, can I get a message from Zelda, please? Hi, Zelda. They're so happy, Julianne. They're so happy in doggy heaven. Zelda was social, or whoever I'm talking to is social. So this is the social dog who I'm talking to now. And they liked it when Dad, the king, ran really fast toward the house, I would say. I see the dad running toward the house for some reason. And the doggy really liked when Dad ran toward the house. I don't think it might have been running around inside the house, but I think it was more so running toward the house. So I don't know if the dog used to watch the dad come toward the house or something. Okay, a closing message for Julianne about moving, please. I think your doggies wanted to come in so strongly that I couldn't answer your question. Oh, so running away maybe? You can put these little, with pets, I get just little phrases. So it's a little bit harder to piece. You kind of got to patch it all together yourself. They don't speak full sentences usually. Because do we speak to them in full sentences? Not usually. Moving! Yes, Julianne! This is awesome! This card means moving. So it was like the dogs had to talk to you before you got your answer from the tarot cards. And yes, I would say this is a really good sign for you and your boyfriend to move together. It might be in a year from now, though. Don't get discouraged if it doesn't happen quickly for you, but I do see it happening eventually for you guys, okay? Cute. Those dogs were really eager to... Yay. They're super happy. They love doggy heaven. I would say that their little ghosties run around your gardens. Wherever you are, they are. I don't think they've really left your side. Charles is here. Your trip to Venezuela. Venezuela? Will it go well? Charles's trip. Will it go well? Yes, it will go well. You don't have any reason for concern. You're welcome, Julianne. Yay! You're so welcome. Did I miss anybody? Angel Girl is back. Will you remind me your daughter's name? You're welcome, Charles. Laura. Hi, Laura. I think Laura's the selfie queen. Hi, Laura. What do you want to say to your mom? Mom, do you have a lot of pictures of Laura? She loves when you put pictures of her around the house. She loves to stand out, especially if there were formal events that you might have, pictures of any graduations or anything like that. She really loves pictures of herself when she was done up, like formal wear. And she likes it if you put pictures of her around. Okay. So she's kind of acknowledging that and saying thank you about that. Anything else for Mom Laura? She says, I was happy. She says, I did have a happy life. And she says, now I am also happy. She's also talking about, I can't remember who the King of Hearts would be here. Is it a boyfriend? Did she have a boyfriend when she passed? Okay. So she, as her mom, I think this is something that you should pray about. Prayer can be contemplation and meditation. It can be request of the universe. It can be energetic healings, energetic clearings. If any of those things sound accessible to you or resonate with you, those can all be prayer. It can be recitations of prayers. It can be talking to angels. So many different ways to pray. But what we would need to pray about for Laura is for that boyfriend to move on with his life. He has a little bit of a hold on her at this time, or she has a hold on him. And there's 8s are really standing out to me. And 8 in the 8 of Cups is here with the King of Hearts right here. And they need to say goodbye, but they are, the 8s are also infinity symbols. And so they are kind of in this spin, like energetically. So what's his name? Or if you feel comfortable, you can tell me his name and I can pray about it with you guys. So for Laura's former boyfriend, can we please pray that Laura's former boyfriend, that their tether would be released now? It's time to say goodbye between those two souls. It's time for him to move on and for them to stop kind of thinking about each other so much and that kind of thing. We just pray that Laura could be released of his love. His love served her at a time in her life and now doesn't serve her anymore. So let's help him release that emotional tether. And this is not anything that you have to worry about. It's not saying her soul is not at rest because of this or anything like that at all. It's just a little, after you pass, there are a lot of threads that have to slowly disintegrate between yourself and the living. So she's just ready for that thread to disintegrate now. It's possible she wasn't ready before, and now she is. So we will just pray that it has disintegrated. But I have, the first thing she showed me was 10 of Hearts, 10 of Pentacles, and 2 of Pentacles in between. It's a sense that I was okay alive and I'm okay now. She really wants you to know that she's just okay. 10s are completion. 10s are fulfilling. She's positive. Like Laura has a very positive energy. So you don't have to worry about her at all. Okay? Laura, do you need to say anything else before you go back to sleep? What do you want to say to Mom? Yeah, boundaries. Look. Love that. She says, I just cut that chain. Look at the chain there. Look at her. Look at her being liberated. That's kind of cool. And it's like, she says, life goes on. She feels really liberated now. And she says, life goes on. That's lovely. Thank you, Laura. How do you feel, Mom? You feel okay with that? Is there anything left hanging for you or anything else you need closure on? Hi, Solomon. If it was intentional for her to die, is that what you mean? I don't think she wants you to know, ma'am. It's a sense of let's leave. She says what was done is done. Do you want to answer the question, Laura? No, thanks. That's crazy. My card says no thanks. I said, do you want to answer the question, Laura? And she said, no thanks. This card says no thanks on it. And it says no. She doesn't want to answer the question. She says, what's done is done. So straight from her, you know. So if she's saying that, I think you know what your role in the matter is. But you probably need some professional help, right? I'm sure, get some, you know, are you in St. John's or, I'm doing spinal energetics treatment with a practitioner in St. John's. Her name is Charlie Wade. And this is the kind of stuff that she can help with. You are? Awesome. So look her up. Even if I'll keep posting. Whenever I go to her, I always usually make a post too. Follow me on Instagram. Okay, so you're not in town. She's the only one who does it, and she lives in CBS area. But it might be worth, if you ever get a chance to come to town, hooking up with her. Or at least learning some of those techniques. You can follow her and you can kind of see what the process is all about anyway, even if you can't see her for appointments. Charlie Wade. She has a couple of different accounts, but you guys should all be following me on Instagram. All my friends are there. Like all my practitioners who I work with are on Instagram. All right, guys, thank you all for being here. I'm going to stay for another 15 minutes or so if you all still have questions or if you want to hear from anybody in heaven. I'm more than happy to do some channeling for you guys. That's why I come here. So I can help you gain peace in your lives. You can see the big difference between these questions of prediction that are rooted in desperation and anxiety. You can see the difference in my demeanor when I'm doing those kinds of readings versus a spiritual experience. So I don't mind doing yes or no questions. It's a little bit fun. It's entertaining, that kind of thing. But just keep in mind, if you ever book readings with me and that kind of thing, what my vibe is. Celine wants to hear from her mom, please. Can I get Celine's mom in here? Celine, your mom's like, yes. Like she feels like she just won the Jeopardy or something. Celine's mom. What's her name, Celine? She wants her name said. Come on down. Eva, come on down. And she says, I love you. To you? To you, Celine, she says, I love you. Here's your mom. Here's the daughter. Here's your love together. She says, you're soulmates. You're connected always. This is a daughter. This is a mother. This is the string, the umbilical cord. You're always connected. And she said, oh, fancy. When she got called, she said, oh, fancy. I don't know if she's talking about my ruffles or if she's talking about just like getting on a game show or something, but she's like, oh, fancy. She's referring to two men, a King of Pentacles and a King of Swords. Does she have husbands, brothers, sons who are living or who are past? Can you give me some information there? Husbands, brothers, or sons who are living or past. Tell me more about King of Pentacles, Eva. Yeah, that's the King of Pentacles. She's calling him a joker. Okay, so this is her son. So the King of Pentacles is a joker. Is he still alive though? What do you want to say about him, Eva? He seems to still be sad about her. Whether or not he's still living or not, he's still... She kind of says like serves him right. That he is still sad over her. She doesn't really like her ex-husband that much. Now her son she loves. And what? He's passed. They're together. So this is your brother. Hi, brother. Hi, brother. There's grief. Where is the ex-husband? Is the ex-husband your father? Is he the father of both you and your brother? I'm going to wait until you answer that question. Because there's still a lot of grief. I wouldn't say a lot, but regarding the King of Pentacles, he still grieves. There's still this energy of grief. Oh my God, are you serious? Who passed? Is King of Pentacles your dad? Is he alive or passed? I can't tell. It's hard to do it on these videos with text communication. It's in person. It's so much nicer, guys. Oh, so the three of them are in heaven. So the grief is yours. Okay. So Celine has basically your whole family or a big chunk of your family in heaven. What do you all want to say to Celine here, please? Your mom and dad, they do coexist together in heaven, but they don't spend a lot of time around each other, I don't think. But the son spends time with both parents, it feels like to me. And yeah, both parents are saying that they really love their children. Whatever way everybody acted when they were alive, they really loved their children. And your parents both say that they pray for you, like they look out for you. They make little offers and gifts for you. So this is both parents almost kind of speaking at the same time. They leave you little trinkets, I would say, if you discover like a little shiny object or something like that. Or if you see a crow and the crow has a little, I don't know, pine cone or something like this. Like I kind of see unexpected objects coming from nature in some way, like a bird drops something. An example that's coming to me is my sister gets peanuts left around her house all the time from little squirrels. And these little things would be trinkets from heaven for you, from your parents. Brother wants to say something too. Brother wants to say, don't forget what good jokes I told. He says, don't forget, I was the funny one. He says it like that. Don't forget, I was the funny one. So he might leave you silly things. Like if things go like bottom up sometimes, that might be your brother. Now, all three of your family are saying to you, Celine, you're really smart, Celine. You're really smart. So what is it that they'd like to see you achieve with this? Yeah, so nice. They're really proud of how highly intelligent you are, how smart you are, and how you have an ability using your intelligence to get yourself out of tough spots or tricky situations. Okay? If you don't feel that that's true about yourself, your family thinks it is. Celine, do you have children? Yeah, it's really sweet. Yeah, the 2 jacks are right here. Gotta show ya. 1 jack, 2 jack. Your family is saying you all stick together. You all stick together and you never give up on each other. If a time ever comes with your children where there's some drifting apart or there's some hurting each other's feelings or anything like that, your family in heaven says you guys got to stick together. The 3 of you, it's very important that you stick together. Okay? Good. Good. Celine, do you want to say anything or ask any questions to them? Gavin, I will do your stepdad. I will. Anything else that Celine needs closure on? I almost said the name Colleen. I don't know if that's significant to anyone. You feel good, Celine? You feel closure there? Sometimes comments get erased here for some reason or hidden or something too. Look, bliss for you, Celine, in closing. They want you to be happy. They want you to do what makes you happy, okay? Especially creative endeavors, anything artistic or creative for you. They want you to do what makes you happy. Okay, thank you, family. Celine, that's a lot of loss for you. A lot of loss, but you cling to your children and it's really healthy for you and your children have each other. Gavin's stepfather, please. Can I get Gavin's stepfather? Cornelius. Hi, Cornelius. He wants me to know where he lived, Gavin. Where did Cornelius live? Like, where was he from? What part of Canada, if you don't mind? There's something about location. Okay, this is why. So he was from Germany but lived in Nova Scotia, because I was about to say there's something about location for him where his remains, or, you know, where he was put to rest. He just wants me to talk about it. I would not say that he, that he shouldn't have been buried. Where was he buried? Because he's a little bit torn because he wants to be at rest. He wants his remains to be with you wherever you live. But he is a little bit torn over the location of where he, is existing. So do you want to tell me a little bit about how his remains are? Was he buried? Was he cremated? Anything like that? Because he wants to be able to talk about it a little bit. Good. So the story would be there. If you still have some of his remains, it would be great if you could keep some with you and someday, some way, have some remains brought to his home, right? That would make sense for most people, I'm sure. So that's what he wanted to get out. That was kind of the first thing he wanted to say. Does that make sense to you? Okay, good. Good. So he feels better about getting that out. Does he have other children, Gavin? And then if he does have other children, tell me who they are. So toward the children, whether it's just you or whether there are others, I see one other child. It might be you in a different energy, or it might be someone else. He says, good job. Oh, he has lots. Okay. They didn't all come out, but one did. He likes when the children work. He has a strong work ethic, and he likes the children. He has preference for the children who work really hard. I mean, I just say what he says. He does have preference for the ones who work the hardest. Okay, Cornelius. He says, I love you all. But he has, he takes pride in hard work. And he says that the way he shows his love is through tough love. He says, that's tough love for you. I give tough love. And then he says, but I'm only joking around. So this is very much like a little conversation with him. So you got a lot of kids, Cornelius. That's a lot of kids. What else? What else for your family do you want to say? He's a nice man, though. He is nice. He just has his certain ways about him. The way he would give love and communicate and stuff. But he is a nice man. To the children. He's talking a lot about housing issues, money issues. Not so much issues, but just, the way of life. That's the way life is. But he's like, you guys keep at it. Keep working hard. He would give, it feels like encouragement. He just wants to encourage all the children. Whatever hurdles and road bumps come up, you can get through it. He has that kind of fatherly presence. You can do it, guys. Gavin, do you want to ask him any questions? He's talking about the internet and how the internet is a good tool for employment. He really cares a lot about work. You're welcome. Do you want to ask him anything, or I can close my mouth? I think he would chitter chatter quite a bit. He might like to have a chat sometimes. What is it that you're afraid of, Gavin? There's something you're afraid of. What is it? What is it? girls? Or you're afraid to have fun? Afraid of being found out? I don't know. I think your dad knows that you have some kind of information that you wouldn't want brought up on TikTok. So Cornelius, thank you for coming in. This was Gavin who you were talking to. He said, which one was it? He says, I love you, buddy. I love you, son. Gavin, you are one of his favorites. He really wants me to say that. He says, you're a good egg. You're really responsible. And I love you. He says he taught you well. Very nice. Cornelius says, believe. Have faith. Believe. Okay, thank you, Cornelius. I'm going to do one more. I think I had somebody else looking for a medium reading. You're welcome, Gavin. I'll do one more medium reading if you guys want. Jaybird, Jessica, are you looking to hear from somebody in heaven? Tell me who it is if you want to hear from someone. Hi, Casey. Jessica's mom. Jessica's mom, please. Jessica, what's your mom's name again? Your mom is saying to me, don't go digging up the past. And don't go making predictions. She feels pretty strongly here that she'd only like to talk about the present. She doesn't want me to ask her about what's going to happen in the future, and she doesn't want me to ask much insight on the past, okay? Savan. Am I saying Savan right? Warrior, I will stay and do you next if you want to hang around. Savan, please. Hi, Savan. Can you give Jessica insight or guidance on her current situation, or just give her a little message? Is your dad still living, Jessica? And is your dad remarried, if so? Okay. And your stepdad is remarried? Is that correct? If this is your stepdad, it is the same thing as a dad. Same thing. Was. So is he still alive? Or what? I gotta wait to hear your answer. All right, so did he divorce your stepmom? Like, so your mom died, your stepdad remarried, and is he now divorced? Is that what you're saying? Whatever situation happened with the new wife, your mom doesn't like it. She says that the money situation wasn't very fair or something. Oh, okay. So she's just referring to the money situation of your stepdad. Let's talk about Yeah, now this is funny because she told me not to go digging into the past, but here she is digging into the past. So I'm going to put this away. And maybe this is why she warned me at first that she didn't want to dig into the past because she knew it was going to come up. Just talked to Jessica about her current life, and she says, Jessica, she says that she's at peace. She says, let stepdad do whatever he wants. It's all water under the bridge. It's all in the past. And the number 77, she wants you to know that when you see the number 77 or sevens in general, 777 or just sevens in general, it's not a joke. It's not a trick on you. It really is her talking to you. Okay? Anything else there, Mom? Jessica, do you have a romantic partner? What is it about him? Have we talked about him before? What do you know? So you guys have ended. Have you had a boyfriend after your divorce yet? I think your mom says you're ready for a boyfriend. Have you been dating yet? Kinda. So, is there a current romantic partner? So again, we're not talking about the ex. No? Once. Yeah. That's what this is. King Wands. So, Mom, what do you want to say about that? She wants you to date more. She says you should be screaming it from the rooftops that you left him. Are you not open, or do you still have his last name, or what is it? She's like, why aren't you more proud and open and loud about the fact that you're divorced and single and all this kind of stuff? Do you kind of not really put yourself out there or something? Anyway, what Mom wants to say about it is that she wants you. Are you see it as a failure or something? Because your mom says you should be screaming that from the rooftops. And you should be dating. That's what she wants to say to you. Okay? And she said goodbye. Like as if she was getting off the phone. She said, okay, bye now. And she says she's giving you the roots card. My strong roots support and keep me safe. Basically, she says, Jessica, I'm supporting you. I support you, okay? You're welcome, my sweet. And now I had Warrior. Warrior, hello. Come back to me. I will stay for one more reading. And tell me your name and tell me your person in heaven. Hi, hi. Can I have your first name, please, and your person in heaven, who they are? Charmaine. Good for you. Are you like Zena? Charmina. Okay, your grandmother is the first one. Here. She says, me first. Your grandmother. She feels like a pretty assertive energy. She says, me first. Ladies first, she would say. Ladies first. And she says, this is what she says. I couldn't make this up. I hope it's her, whoever I am talking to says it this way. She says, those men do nothing but lie. Ladies first. Those men do nothing but lie. Okay? That's the attitude that I'm getting here. And she says, granddaughter, you were very precious to me. It feels like she had a special, you might have been her little pet or something like that. But she says, granddaughter, you were very special to me. And one of you did a lot for the other. I don't know how old you were when she passed or if she helped raise you or anything like that. But one of you did a lot for the other is how she's putting it. And you were very special to her, okay? She says, I'm just joking about the men. Do you have a brother, Charmaine? You don't have a brother? There's another young person in addition to you who appears like, what is the Five of Pentacles name? It appears that your grandmother raised somebody. Is that you or is it somebody else? She was like a mother to somebody. And I think it was multiple people though. So it might have been your cousin or something. One of the young people in your grandmother's life went through a hardship, went through a hard time, and she kind of stepped in and provided them with a mother role. So I don't know if that was you or somebody else, but that's what she's referring to, okay? Anything else, Gran? You're not sure? Oh, interesting. Maybe it was her. Yeah, she's talking about the same person here again. So she, like I want to say, I'm surprised you don't know who I'm talking about. But this is her saying that. I'm surprised you don't know who I'm talking about. There was a child who went through a lot of hardship who I raised as my own. So just write that down, Charmaine, and remember that your grandmother was talking about, okay? All right, let's hear from who? Your dad next, did you say? Your dad and your stepdad? Okay. And your dad is here and he loves you a lot. And he's really proud of you. And he says you sure are a warrior. He says, like, for you to be labeled as a warrior is very true. I don't know which dad this is though, because dads and stepdads can come out all the same. So I would say it was whoever was your favorite. Anything else from the dads here, please? Seven. They want to tell you, Charmaine, that you're very, you stand out. Okay. They're not really identifying who is who here because I think they both really cocoon you and like they both cushion you. They actually feel like they really work together in heaven. As your guardian angels, they feel like a pair of guardians for you. So if they were alive, maybe they'd never be friends or anything like that. But as your guardian angels, your two dads really, it's like your grandmother is the angel and the dads are two wings. I'm getting that visual. And they just want you to know that you should have a lot of confidence in yourself. Yeah, because they were showing you as the Nine of Pentacles, like, they want you to know that you're like beautiful and gorgeous and you should never be insecure and like you can do whatever you want. And maybe that's why your grandmother was saying stuff like, those men do nothing but lie. If you had a recent experience with your fiance, she was like not too happy with men, right? What would you want to know about your breakup? Because they see it as a good thing. So what are the holdups for you? Like, do you have things that makes you question yourself or something? No, definitely not. Do not go back. Definitely not. Men are nothing but liars, says Grant. Are you aware that he lied and like did things that he shouldn't have? He lied and had a wandering eye or something? What was the cause of the breakup? Oh, I think they're saying enough said. They're saying he's nothing but trouble. He's nothing but grief. You deserve better. Okay? He's a joker. He's a loser. So if you don't know that, now you do. All right. To Charmaine's angel team, I will put you back to rest. They are definitely watching over you, guarding over you. They really work as a team. And I would say that if you felt led to leave that fiance, it was probably them giving you that guidance. Truth, they said. It was us. It was the dads telling you, nudging you. Your dads were nudging you in that direction. Make sure you're all following me, guys. I give myself permission to do what's good for my soul, Charmaine. That's what your guides want to say to you in closing. Give yourself permission to live your life for yourself in your own best interest. So make sure you're all following me, guys. If you are in St. John's, I have office hours most Sundays. Booking link is in my bio. And I'm doing a child-friendly event on January 25th where we can practice some Reiki, some meditation, some tarot guidance while your children work on an art project. So I'm doing that with another spiritual practitioner named Jess, and it will include also a family portrait at the end. So message me if you might be interested in bringing your kid to that, a little winter outing in case there's nothing else to do. You can get out of the house. I know, Kimberly, it'd be nice to give you a big hug sometime. Anything else? I think that's it. I will try my very best to keep showing up here on Tuesdays for you guys. I love talking to your ghosties. And I'm sending you all lots and lots of love. Shine bright.